doubleheader, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at the Steeler defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
To throw on third down, McMillan.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
On 1st and 10, McMillan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McMillan. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
Here's Pickett on second down.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Pickett now on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here's Pickett.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fights loose. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, McMillan. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he's this first half of football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Vikings 3-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Flushed out. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead's down to the 40, 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. McMillan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they try the right side here. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Vikings.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on 2nd down, McMillan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
practice there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Lutz is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Bateman.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
Pickett sets up play action.
And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown Steelers. From 21 yards away.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Right back to him on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Looking to throw on second down. McMillan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. McMillan throwing middle, and it's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. They'll look to throw again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 27-yard line.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 36 yards. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. And that is caught for the 2 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance. At the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he shifts past him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll keep leaning
big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, McMillan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. McMillan. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Pickett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Pickett connecting with Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pickett back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Off the play fake, McMillan. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And the Vikings first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down, looks looks like right at the 40. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On fourth down, McMillan. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, goal to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it breaks down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock, and they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And the
spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredible gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.